Good morning. I'm glad you've joined us. My name is Jonathan Ballback, and I'm the Executive Director of Mukti Mission here in the U.S. If you have any questions, please jump right in and ask them, and we'll just move forward if not, and have a great time this morning as we share a little bit about Mukti each time. This is something new, one-on-one with the director. It gives you the chance to hear from me, and hopefully myself to have the chance to hear from you. We'll be covering topics every second Thursday. So this week, right now, and in 2 weeks on the 15th of May, and then 2 weeks after that, 2 weeks after that, each time we'll take a topic and discuss it. We'll try and keep it fairly short so as not to take too much of your time. I know all of you are very busy people, so join with us now. So I'm going to start with just a quick history lesson about Mukti. In 1888, Pandita Ramabai came to the United States, toured around to many different areas to raise support for her endeavor of starting a mission for bereft women, children, abandoned, rejected, child bride widows. In 1889, the next year, she took the funds that she had raised while she was here in the U.S. and she purchased what is now Mukti Mission and started the mission there in Mukti. So Mukti Mission here in the U.S. preceded the actual opening of the mission by 1 year approximately. In those first visits that Ramabai had here in the U.S., her goal was to open up prayer channels to have people support her, also to raise the financial support she needed to purchase the land and to support this mission. In time, the United States incorporated that organization, and in 1972, we incorporated here in New Jersey, and that is where our office has been for the last several decades. We did have offices originally in Philadelphia and in New York City, and then moved out towards a little farther out of New York City as costs and congestion in the city became unbearable, I suppose you could say. When Pandita Ramabai passed away, she willed the mission to the Christian and Missionary Alliance, who had been working with her hand in hand there at the mission, helping with the women and children. Her daughter, Mana Ramabai, had already passed away, and so the natural progression, succession was interrupted, and so the Alliance, Christian Missionary Alliance, took over for a couple decades. Leadership was then returned to the Indian Church. The Alliance stepped back. The Indian Church took over, and so individuals from within India now run the mission. They have done so since the late 60s in its totality. So the Board of Governors, the director, all the staff are Indian nationals. It is founded by an Indian national. It is run by the Indian nationals. So our role is threefold. We support the mission in prayer. And so we post prayer requests weekly for Mukti. We post those on Facebook each Tuesday evening at 8:20. The prayer requests go up. We simply suggest if you take 3.5 minutes, pray for those prayer requests, you'll be doing a great service for Mukti. We also post prayer requests on our website, which is at www.muktimission.us, and there's a tab at the top for intercession, and you will find prayer requests listed there. You can also sign up by sending us an email. Sign up to be on the monthly e-prayer email, and this email will give you requests straight from Mukti. They make those requests out for us. They send them to us, and then we send them out to those people who request to be on that list. So prayer is a foundational principle and a foundational activity of what we do here in the U.S. The second thing we do is we do raise funds for Mukti. There are many projects at Mukti. There are operational expenses at Mukti, and we jump in to help them with those expenses. Mukti raises approximately 70% of operating expenses from within India, and that's a great thing. That has increased over the last 20 years from near zero all the way up now to 70%. And so we are praising the Lord for how the Indian church has raised up stood up, and supporting Mukti in this way. So we do operational expense assistance, but we primarily jump in on major capital expense type projects. We help currently, and have been doing so for the last 14 years, we are helping to build the English medium school. There are 4 levels to that, 2 separate wings. We are on wing number 2 right now, just finished back in January, the first level, and we'll be going to the next level, hopefully in the next several months as we take that next step. That's a big project that we've been endeavoring to participate in. Each wing costs approximately $1 million. And so we are into that second wing. We have 2 levels to go. So roughly about $650,000 to finish off wing 2. We do other projects such as building orchard project homes. We buy tractors. We've bought vehicles for the use of the mission. We've supplied all kinds of things, emergency surgery for people who are on staff and residents as well. So a lot of different things, very varied types of projects that we raise support for. That support comes from people like yourself. And so we appreciate the donations, the investments that you make in Mukti Mission. The third purpose of why we exist here in the U.S. is for volunteerism. We use volunteers not only here at our High Bridge, New Jersey office, but also remotely, who help us do the things that it takes to support the mission, to get the word out about the mission, and to support our partners who support us in prayer and in giving. But we also have people who go over to the mission and participate in volunteering there on a short-term basis. If you have medical backgrounds, any form of medical background, if you have educational backgrounds, then Mukti has needs that they can plug you into for 10 days, 2 weeks, and get you involved in that way. It has been difficult to see other types of volunteers go in the current time frame. There have been some issues with the local community and the local government that have put added scrutiny onto the mission. And so people who just go and help out in different things, those have been reduced at this time. We're praying and hoping that that avenue will open up once again. But connect with us. Let us know if you're interested in going to Mukti, and we will work to help you get there and see the residents that you might sponsor, but also to help Mukti with the different needs that they have. Mukti is a full-fledged organization. It is not a small building on a corner of the town where they house orphans. It is, the main campus is on approximately 240 acres. About 140, 160 of those acres are agricultural. The rest is taken up with schools, the hospital, and the main residential compound. Besides the main compound, the main Mukti campus there are 16 what we refer to as orchard projects. These are in other towns outside of where the main campus is, scattered across India. And these are homes and community development projects that are serving the poor and the destitute there in India, mostly children. There are some couple that do like career training for adults, but primarily this is for children who have been abandoned, children who are coming out of extreme poverty, children whose parents just cannot afford to provide for them. And Mukti takes on that endeavor, and we help as you contribute towards those needs. So there is a huge operation going on at Mukti. The government has changed the way things are set up. Years ago, Mukti was almost exclusively an orphanage. But over the last 10 years, the government has taken over control of the orphan population, so to speak, that those who are in government care. And so private organizations such as Mukti no longer get too many orphans that come in. Most of the children who come in are from single family homes. Usually it's the father who has passed away. And so the mother just cannot care for children, unable to find a job for herself that can provide. And so Mukti will step in and help with those children. There are children also who come from two-parent families. Those families are in extreme poverty, and so Mukti steps in again when the family is just not able to supply for all of their children. So Mukti will take one or two, whatever the need is that they can supply. So it's a very big operation. And so we appreciate your intercessions for Mukti and pray that you will make use of the resources that we give you to make those prayers meaningful and pointed. We also appreciate very much your investments in Mukti, and we will keep you updated when you do invest in those projects and how they operate and what the needs are and how they're progressing. And then we also are glad when you participate in volunteering, both here for the US side of things, but also in going to Mukti. We have 2 women who are going in July and another group that is going in September. So there are people that do go on a regular basis. And if you don't want to go alone, which we don't always encourage, travel being what it is, we encourage you to join. And so if you're interested, let us know, and we'll hook you together with another couple of people who are going and make a great trip out of it for you. Well, since there have been no questions, no interruptions, I've gotten through my list fairly quickly. And so thankful for your time. And for those of you who are watching on a delayed broadcast of this, if at any time you have questions about anything about Mukti or your involvement in Mukti, please email us, call us, write us a letter, stop by and visit us. You can go to our website, again, www.muktimission.us. You can find all of those contacts. You can find some of that also on Facebook. And so we encourage you to do that. We do not want to be an ivory tower that doesn't connect with you, doesn't know what you're up to, doesn't know what your questions are. Please call us. Please email us. Please connect with us. Again, thank you very much for your time. Thank you very much for being a supporter of the Mukti mission. I'm Jonathan Ballback, and this has been One-on-One with the Director.